If only I could turn back time.
What's going on YouTube? It's Mike Nice coming to you with some more of this Mortal Kombat 11, and today I have some NightWolf gameplay for you. But I know, as the title suggests, it's a little clickbaity. I won't lie about that. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to mislead you guys. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get him until next week or this coming week, when he will be able to be bought by everybody. Only the players that have bought the Combat Pass get him early access wise. But you are able to play with him in towers, which is super dope. And I have to say, from my first impressions, I'm liking him a little bit. I'm liking him a little bit. Only thing that I kind of getting a little mad about is you can't use whatever variation you want, or you can't customize him. I want to use the variation where he uses mostly command grabs. I want to use that one. That one looks super sick. But other than that, I have to say, I was looking at the review from IGN, and they gave him like a 9, which is weird. I don't even think they, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they gave a review for Shang Tsung. Nah, I don't think so. But actually, no, they did. No, they definitely did it. Nightwolf, I think, is the first character that they've done that for. But they gave him a 9. They talk about how his gameplay is great. His character design is one of the best in the game, which I do agree with a little bit. Out of all the characters, he has certain things. Don't get me wrong. Like one of my friends, I think, actually no, it might have been my cousin, said that they liked his fatal blow, and I was like so shocked, because his fatal blow to me is so trash. Like, I feel like they could do so much better with his fatal blow, but it's almost as if they used all of that energy that they could have on his fatal blow, and they used it on his design of his character, his outfits. This outro right here as I'm speaking, that's to date, I think that's the best outro in Mortal Kombat. I think the blend between his scream and the yell of the wolf is outstanding. I don't even know where they must have got it off of some programming or something like that, or maybe they went out and actually got a live wolf and put a sound, whatever you do to to get the sound from a live animal or something like that. They did something, because it sounds so pristine. It sounds like exactly like a wolf. And I think mostly I would say his design is only thing I don't like, and you can do with or without it. Only thing I cannot stand is his helmet. His helmet is terrible. I don't get it exactly. Like, I almost want to say I don't know the purpose for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. There's the one where it has like the teeth on it, and I'm just like, what is really the purpose for that? But other than that, the outfits are great. The gun stock is a great addition to his character, and obviously as he hits me with the tomahawk looks so beautiful in combos with different colors and stuff. And I feel like a lot of people are going to play this character just based on how he looks, honestly. Whether or not he is going to be one of the better characters, one of the higher end characters, remains to be seen. It's probably going to take a good month or so, maybe 3 weeks, for people to really understand how the character plays, how people want to play the character. I actually don't even know really where people rank Shang Tsung. Like, the ground eruption variation, I know people like a lot, and it does work out really well, but I have not seen really anybody use Shang Tsung in tournaments or anything of that sort and do really good. So maybe maybe it might be something where he's not as good as the rest of the character and cast, but we would have to wait and see what that's like for Nightwolf. I think there are definitely things with this character that are really really great. Like there are things that certain characters have that no matter how good they are, no matter how bad they are, it's just something that is very desirable. And I think he has a lot of things like that. He has a reflector, which is, you know, obviously amazing. He has a projectile at which he can hold it for however long he wants, which is, that's almost as Cassie's. You can hold it as long as you want. I don't think he could cancel it. If he can, that would be dope. I'm gonna be honest. But for the most part, those two things definitely are going to be things that are going to be utilized, or something that can be utilized the most in tournaments and stuff like that. They are really good tools that anybody would have. If you're making a character, those are things that you would want. If you're like, hey, I would love to have a reflector with my character, I would love it. And then as you can see there, he has a crushing blow on both of his grabs. That is undeniably one of the best things in this game. If a character has crushing blows on both of their throws, Liu Kang, Noob, who else has both? Those are only two I can think of off my head because I just faced a Noob last night, and I didn't even know. I thought Noob only had one for his back throw, like most people do, and I was so surprised. And then it's not like it's such a defining thing having a throw crushing bro on both your throws, but for a character like Cassie and her tournament variation, there is none. There is no way you can get a crushing blow on her grab, which I think is very silly, and that might be something that they overlooked by accident. I think if characters have two, you know what I mean? If certain characters have two, then everyone should at least have one that you can use on a tournament variation. It's kind of silly that she is not able to get out of all the times I have, hit someone with a away grab, get my escape fail, or hit them with a forward grab and get my escape fail. And, in my mind, I don't think, okay, I can maybe hold this off and, trick. Like, there's no mind game to it exactly. And on top of the fact that throw crushing blows to 310. So, that's, as certain moves, after you punish certain moves, that's a free 310, you know what I mean, without wasting any meter, without wait, you know what I mean, that's a free 310. And I think Cassie should have one. Anybody that doesn't have one on their tournament variation should definitely have one. Either that, or they should start doing what everybody is kind of screaming for, which is pretty much give us more variation to our tournament, to the tournament variations. That would be perfect. But all in all, I will say Nightwolf will definitely be one of the characters people are going to play with a lot. Like I said before, just off the strength of his character design, his second fatality, I forgot to even mention that. His second fatality is boss. Let's just be honest, it's boss. When he snaps your neck, picks you up, and then you see the bear get summoned. Like, I completely did not know where he was going with it. And then the bear gets summoned, and I'm like, okay. And then he just whoosh, and I'm like, whoa. Like, I literally thought out loud, whoa. Like, I'm pretty sure it came out audibly, whoa. And the crazy thing about it is, compared to his first, compared to the first fatality, in my opinion, the first fatality is, it's not imaginative, but it's I don't want to say it's simple and it makes sense. That's why it's a nice fatal blow. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, not fatal blow, a nice fatality. I'm going to be honest. That's the only thing I think that makes it kind of a cool looking fatality. Because once he rips off your whole front chest plate with your jaw included and whatever. Like, just rips that whole thing off. Once he rips that whole thing off and then he steps back and he tomahawks right between your heart, I said, okay, that's wavy. Like, that's a cool animation that is definitely, for a first fatality, that's pretty dope. I think his second fatality is clear and ways better than that first fatality. It's so good it kind of doesn't even make sense. But noticeably, I would say, maybe, I don't know if people noticed it also or not. When I was playing with him, his low, he has a 9 frame low, is down 4, and think they did it on purpose because it's if you could get a 9 frame low out, you know what I mean, especially a down 4 that has a range, because most everybody's down 4 is their ranged low. If it's a 9 frame, that would be disgusting. It's a little short. It's a little short, and he does it almost like, if you're standing and your front foot is forward. Let's say your left foot is the front foot. When you press down 4, he's like does this thing, like he kind of almost does this break dancing looking move. Like he goes back on his one hand, it looks like, and he kicks out with the right foot. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, let's say someone like Cassie's, if her low was a 9 frame, and I'm pretty sure it's probably like 10, you know what I mean? It's not nothing, crazy. It's not 12, or it might even be 11. I don't know, because she does sweep pretty slow. But someone's like Cassie's down 4 is perfect for her character type. It's perfect for this game. It has great range. She's sticking her leg out. She's making sure she's getting as far, as I don't want to say as far, but she's making sure she's getting as much out of them legs as she can possible. Whereas him, NightWolf, is like he's leaning back and he kicks. It's great for when you're up close and you guys are poking, doing your thing. It is great because it will come out faster than other people down 4s. But the purpose of down 4s, as he just hit me with one right there, is to get keep your range, keep your distance. For whatever character you're using, some characters more than others, you want to keep your range. Like Cabal is one of them, Cassie is another. You want to keep your range, and it sweeps really well. His is a little different, but that obviously probably is within his playstyle, and I haven't played with him. I haven't really done anything with him more so than just I pretty much just went into the towers, play with him, play around, see his move sets and stuff like that. So I haven't gotten fully in depth with him, to fully see what would make sense in doing certain things. So there's definitely probably some reason for it being that way. But can't wait for next week. Definitely gonna buy him. Gonna give you guys some great gameplay with him. But there you go, guys. There's the video. Nice little wins with Cassie. I'm sorry I couldn't get that dub versus Nightwolf, but it was the first time I played him, so I was like, I was a little confused. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little confused by some of his attacks. But by the second match, I should have definitely been able to come back and get 2 wins. But it's all good. Eventually, we're going to get Nightwolf of our own and start going crazy with him. But if you guys like the video, go ahead and subscribe, like it, do whatever you crazy kids do nowadays. But without further ado, I'm out of here.